Fuck no. Let me see. Oh, that's perfect. Actually. Look at the overalls, bro. It's the exact same. Did you change the stadium or you keeping the stadium? You changed it? I was finna play my dynasty game, but then I saw I played fucking Clemson. I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow when I'm fresh. Dang. What? Especially with the computer, don't give a fuck what type of mood you in, boy. Quite literally. The computer losses be having me more mad than fucking the regular losses because the computer just be straight out, flat out cheating.
Welcome everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college
I
football
started off
matchup.
good and now that
Nobody
shit
at
right
home
down
today
here.
who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown.
Yeah,
We
you
believe
and
we've got a
UConn take your
great one
shit
in
from me.
store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you
I've
go
been
on the
putting
road,
fucking the
that's
Max
when you
on out
really
here.
belong. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football,
That's
Reese
not.
Davis
We
with
got
you
three natties,
alongside
but
David
whatever.
Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Broncos will kick it off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense.
That was a cute little player, man, too.
A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Pocket starts to collapse.
Never mind, put the QB fire on. That shit won't happen again. I saw I didn't put the QB fire on. That shit won't happen again.
How tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down.
Our QB spot there, but it's not going.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work.
Oh, damn,
sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Handoff to the lone back.
Goodness gracious, you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked
How that
off.
kind of interception, I don't know.
That would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Damn, what the fuck?
The ball hits at the 5.
What, you trying that bit
perfectly
perfectly?
for a touchback. first down for the offense.
All right, y'all boys. Let's
Wide
put Doug the
receiver now
ass over
comes
here.
in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Oh.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Try and play action. Got out of trouble and throws.
Yeah.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back.
That's like if you would have scored your first 5 minutes, so it really didn't count.
This D gave them exactly what they needed.
Every time I make my mistake in the beginning of the game, we get bad for folks.
Finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
All right.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. The big thing now,
he looked at me like that, bro.
rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind.
Can anyone catch him? Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it
We're
down
going to play that
to
zig route. We're going to make you pay for
I
that.
know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you
came
have
down
to
to that
tackle
zig
the
route.
catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Let's see that. So we're going to do that. That's how I'm feeling. Especially if you're not going to drop that nigga back, you're going to pay for that. That ain't even much going on. Yeah, we're going to send him on it right there.
Comes
you
out
dropped him
throwing
back.
on first down. Got a man. It's Genty. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21.
Make a fucking
And
block,
maybe
dude,
he'll
right
get
there.
back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute.
Touchdown, Broncos! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch, called for and made.
All right.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse.
Please throw that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We there. We there. We there for it, nigga.
Getting blocks and establishing this run.
And how easy does football become if you're the more...
It's either they ain't want to give you that pick six like they gave you,
run
bro.
play action. It opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
I should probably change.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air.
No, that QB's...
Outside the pocket,
no.
let's go.
Fuck no.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag
we got
for the
one
big
for there.
pickup. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
They typically are, and it's typically hard.
You got bailed out on that. I mean, don't lie to you.
Beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive.
Yeah,
Once
work for that,
first down,
coach.
the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
You used to be shit at this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first
Yeah.
down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense.
I see what you're trying to do there, and I like your scheme because you do that in the league too. You do that, not misdirection, but you like the motion where the opposite side of where your play gonna be at. You do that a lot.
Third down
And that works
conversions
a
are
lot.
a huge stat, and this one would be a
But
doozy
I'm a
if they can
professional
pull it
when it
off.
comes to this shit.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've
Ah,
got
we
the
did.
screen set up. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for
We
this
there.
coach. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground.
You got that
Really nice
defense.
job by the defense understanding the situation.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Using his legs, it's
Oh, they're
Marks.
fucking there. You got me
Blast his
facing in the
way ahead,
backfield.
but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Oh, get out
Closes
there,
him.
man.
And they'll close in on him after a good
No, that play
return on
usually,
the
but you gotta be running zone if you run that play. No, I was, but then I changed it to me once you said let me try to play. Yeah, I'm not gonna do no misdirection shit on me.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Used to play fake, now to throw.
God damn, he's in that
Knew
fucking
where he
flat.
wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's
Okay,
incomplete.
okay.
And listen, as a
All
quarterback,
right.
you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next
Okay.
down.
He wants to throw here on second down. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Bless him. Alright.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pressure coming.
Oh,
He's going to run it. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. On fourth down, looking for the completion.
Go
And
get
they
the
can't
fucking
connect,
ball.
and the gamble does not work
Come
out.
on.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game.
You
getting a
gotta
huge
catch
stop,
that, bro.
and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in
You
great
gotta
field
catch
position.
that.
Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect
Heat.
downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, as a
Heat,
quarterback,
man.
you've got to be careful. He's lucky there.
And he
If
just
you
got
miss high,
overthrown,
throwing over
man.
the
That
middle of the
defense,
field,
man.
oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
That was good enough.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Wants to go up top. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Out routes are timing routes, and QB's got to throw that before the receiver gets out of his break. He was a little bit late, and as a result, it's incomplete.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
God.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the... Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 30.
Oh.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Broncos! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the point after is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense getting set for 1st down. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Sends it downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, USC.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive.
Get out there, Jimmy. Get out there, Jimmy.
Oh, and eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making it tackle.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Genty. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone.
And that nigga lost.
Touchdown, Boise State. Boy, we've got offenses just flat.
Y'all gotta practice y'all angles, man.
Defenses are going to counter all of his firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away.
Yeah, we can boot that shit too, man.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Boy.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Open runway ahead. The 20. Inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house.
Okay, this is about to be a fucking shootout there.
That was a lightning fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
Like you can string a few
Yeah, I seen a fucking blitz on your ass. It was cute.
A lot of scoring.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback.
You can tell that nigga will never win a day in his fucking life, boy.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. The way
Hey,
this
you the
game
only
started,
nigga throwing.
you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can.
Oh, he's so
And
fucking
the Heat
slow.
will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Genty. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, this
He's
quarterback
gonna make
is
something shake now.
having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big
It's
pickup.
the
and a
speed, you
first
know what I'm
down for
saying?
this
You really can't do
offense.
nothing about it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
Way to
he's
get out
got
there.
it
I'm proud of
burst.
you.
Give this guy just a crease.
Way to make a
He's
fucking
gonna
play.
hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stops. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. Touchdown.
Surprised you didn't adjust. That shit was
And
just
they
right
take it
fucking
in
there.
for 6
And
more points.
thought you would adjust.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and
You
we
didn't
need
think I
more
was
of that this second half.
Okay.
An extra point away from tying this football
You're gonna
game.
regret that, man.
Trail a little bit in the first half. Stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
We getting the stop right here. No cap.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point,
This game is full of shit. Oh my
That's what
god.
it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
This game is full of shit. They just gave
So
me.
many smart tight ends nowadays.
Oh, wow.
They know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their
I
quarterback.
for sure
and they
thought that was
find
a
them,
tip.
and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone.
I for sure thought that was a tip.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle.
I should stay to the right side.
Here he goes, breaking the pocket.
I seen him too, but thought it was too
All
late.
by himself.
Hey, look though, I read your play though. I knew what you wanted to do, man.
With a first down.
And that's gonna be bad for you. It's gonna be bad for you.
Still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Fires to the wideout.
Mm-hmm.
And the pass is picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the
Dude, I'm not
27.
fucking off, man.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They're setting up the screen. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to the running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They're bringing heat. It's complete on the right side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable.
Yeah, I
to
was
your
a pick.
offensive
I agree with that.
success.
That
That's
was
why
a pick.
teams
I
drill
agree with
third
that
down so
too.
much in practice.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air and knocks it down.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
Oh, throw the
Oh,
fucking
he's
ball.
going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A late hit.
I don't
Moves the
expect
ball
them to
up
give me another
15
play.
yards. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good
I'm
game.
definitely
It's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be in the R, we're going to keep doing what we do, we're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down.
Oh, he's blitzing. He's just going to be open.
Looking to throw for it. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of hands.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Complete downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Broncos have their offense in high gear. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Bates. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
The aerial assault continues.
Oh my fucking God.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They've got that 3 in their back pocket.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Give to the
Stop it,
fullback.
man.
Touchdown Broncos! And that one will give them the lead.
First and goal, you know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Hope you fumble one day doing that shit.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Looking to throw on second down. Wide open downfield.
You slow,
He's running
fat
free
fuck.
down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown Trojan. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
All right, y'all boys, what we finna do, man? What we finna cook up? What we finna book up?
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, David, they
We're
would
gonna
love
book
to
up,
stack
man.
another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw.
Well, he's not there.
They're working
He's
that
not
left
there.
side.
Oh,
At the 40, there he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Quarterback moving. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that
our
first
O-line
down
is
pass, and
absolute
never had a
shit.
chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense.
Oh my God.
And the
That's
shot
probably
to
the
middle
perfect
of the
play
field falls
I've
to
ever
the
ran in my life for that shit to happen. He didn't know where to fucking guard.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Genty. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo. The give on fourth down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
I think that was a pretty good run, you ask me. I don't think I was giving up. I chose the right hole to run through.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, you know. We just need one stop, y'all boys. One stop, we win the game, man. One stop, we win the freaking game, nigga.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next one.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Offense gets set for second down.
I understand you want the
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Looking to throw on third. And that is
I won 5 yards,
number
man.
3 on the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this safety
Wow,
is
5 years, 5 yards,
He's a
bro.
playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on second down. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown Broncos. He has been surgical. Precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had
What the fuck are you trying to challenge?
He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing.
This kind of football, I only need 1 foot, bro.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
If I had a mobile quarterback, he would be getting blown out right now.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
I mean, I'm winning regardless. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're not beating me.
First down to start the drive after the
I mean,
break.
I ain't worried about that. If that's what the fuck we want to talk about. No, we there,
the
nigga.
sideline on the right. And that's a very productive
We should have been
first
in there in the
down
backfield,
play,
but it's
bringing
okay,
up second
man.
and 3. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
Watch the screen.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up.
Come on, man. I know you.
It was a lightning fast. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision. Maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this
we there
drive
too.
alive.
Oh, you got to
His
get
way
there.
forward.
Oh, yeah.
And
You
he'll
for the
get it
fold.
up to the
You for the
38.
fold.
It'll be a first
I can
down.
feel it, bro. I can
The good
fucking
news
feel
is
it.
you got the first down running it there on second
Like,
and
I'm
short.
calling it now. You feel what I'm saying?
By quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Catch in the middle, it's Branch. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big
Look at
play
that.
to
Oh,
29.
that's two you got.
A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks got to play with anticipation. out of your hands early and give your receiver.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Trojans! And they made it to the house when they found
You got bailed out of that
points
drive.
waiting on them.
You definitely got bailed out of that drive. Does the game have you going for 2?
It has, and now you got some game pressure.
That's crazy. There's 5 minutes
Now
left.
the defense comes out, they just stop getting aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they can.
No, we just got bailed out of that drive for real.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Damn, they done with the fucking bridge already?
He thought about bringing
That's
that out
crazy.
for half a second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25.
So like they built that shit in like a year. Has it?
Boise State ready to send out that offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David.
should have
If
announced
they
it
can
too.
add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes it a little
March
bit of a difference.
23rd.
Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on.
Hit the gas, kid.
Oh, you did.
Wide open ahead. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Now the play fake. Throws
Oh,
for
no
the
way.
tight end.
No fucking
Just
way.
a bit of a
No
misfire
fucking
there as
way.
they can't make the
No
connection.
fucking way. There's no pressure, there's nothing. How is he throwing
That leaves him
that?
with a 3rd and 6.
Now that's crazy work.
He wants to throw it again.
Oh yeah, that's something.
Fires to the wideout. Got
Thank
him
you.
downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first.
Easy
Touchdown,
work.
Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
But it's cool with your quarterback in Tennessee to do it. Boy, this shit crazy.
Who needs that?
I said, but it's cool when you're running up from Tennessee
Nice
do it.
job by the back, seeing the hole exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse.
That QB spot there, bro. I'm telling you, you got it that one time, and that's
That was
it.
a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Just about had another one picked up already.
That defense there,
Three in
boy.
this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not
Yeah,
seeing the
defense
field
there,
right, or
man.
he's just
Know
trying
what
to
to
force
do.
too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
Oh,
Pulls
he's
it
slow
in.
as
It's
fuck.
Robinson.
He fumbled that. You seen that? He fumbled that. He fumbled that shit. He fumbled that shit.
Like I said, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
It's caught downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps
Yeah,
out
it
of
is.
bounds with a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Give him 6. Touchdown, USC.
This game is giving you everything
Well,
they
how
can.
about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
I should take it out with that
And
nigga.
it'll be a touchback.
It would really
ball
be
will
right.
come out to the 25-yard line.
I didn't realize that nigga was back there. Yeah, I threw the ball 37 times.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure.
Snags it on the right. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Boise State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage.
I thought that nigga was gonna run through untouched. I was gonna say, what the fuck?
And they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And just left that pass short.
I ain't seen nothing open.
On that one.
I ain't seen nothing open.
After the
Nah, I'm
incompletion,
telling you,
it's
I didn't see
2nd and
nothing
10
open.
from their own 25.
Okay, I'm telling you nothing was open.
He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football.
That
And
boy
right
got
now,
pancaked.
offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover.
All right, boys, we get to stop here. We win the game, man.
Quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
If he used the timeout here, he really lost. Yeah, boy, Zoo won this game. Having to
The
use a
offense
crucial
gets a quick
timeout.
timeout at this
Yeah,
point.
he needs that.
Every second is precious.
He should have fumbled that shit, really. When he jumped up in the air, bomb. Yeah, he fumbling that shit in real life.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Movement on the offensive line, that's going to be a false start, and they'll
You're
walk it
waiting
back.
until it's
more than
you're
happy to
you're
take that
down
3
and you're
yardage.
waiting till the last second to hide the ball. I guess.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down.
They give you this shit, bro. I swear to God.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense for a productive play on first down.
I mean, I was gonna pick it off regardless.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion.
No way he's making that tackle.
Scrounge 3 yards out of that one.
No way he's making that tackle.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's on the outside game. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense.
Fucking dot.
Touchdown Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that
What a
trip to
fucking
house.
dot.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure
You got
the
that.
onside kick.
Here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got
You
their
did
hands
not
team
get
on
that.
the field. They're able to jump
You
on
did
the ball
not
and make
get
sure
that.
they get possession.
You did
This
not.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing
If I lost the game to that,
performance,
I'm
David, no
telling
question
you.
about that, but they
Hell
can
no.
find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch.
Touchdown Southern Cal!
You see what I mean?
And
That
once
the
he
game
found daylight,
wants
it
you to
was
win.
Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, you
Nice
know.
job by the
Oh,
offense.
outta
Putting
here.
points on the
You
board,
shouldn't
but
even
you
have had
slowed
the
down a
ball.
couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen.
You
need
shouldn't
your
even
kicker
have
more
had
confident
the
onside,
fucking ball
score some
to
points.
begin
We
with.
need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Good shit, guys.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And this offense has done a really
How much is that?
Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions.
That's
and they've
16,
put
yeah,
touchdowns
God
on the board.
damn.
They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
At the 35, he's open. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the
Who, me?
pick up and a first down for this offense.
I'm gonna say I'm wrong as
And
fuck.
the
You ask me.
Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs.
No, like I'm raw as shit.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his...
No, I am though. I'm telling you, I am though.
Line gets set, first down.
Oh.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man.
Yeah, we knew that's the
And
move was
they'll
coming.
finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot
He's not
late
that
in the
fucking
game.
fast.
What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish
He's not
this
that
game with a
fucking
little
fast.
something to feel good about. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to the big tight
Oh,
end.
I picked the fucking
Nearly
ball off, man.
Another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd
Corner.
down.
Yeah, I
Fires
knew
one
it.
high and deep.
Oh, let's fucking go. Good defense. Way to hit where the ball is. Way to click on and hit where the ball is.
If he could have held on.
And the
You
defense
see
is
that
playing with
click
a sense
on?
of urgency right now. Obviously,
Look
they're
at
playing
that.
with the
Come on
lead. They
now.
know this offense needs to find a way to
That's
generate
elite
points,
football right
expecting a
there.
shot on that last play. So nice job in
That's
coverage.
elite fucking
This
football.
drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall
That's
out
elite
on 3rd
football,
and
bro.
10. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it.
Yeah.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the
Oh,
40.
sorry. I see him hit there.
Defense takes a timeout with 30
Did
seconds
he?
remaining.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams.
Accidentally
You
hit
bring
the
in dime
what
because you
the
know they're
fuck?
going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their
Y'all
job.
finna score one
And
more
their
time.
job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
He'll fire to his
Get
right.
the fuck
A
out of here. We
sensational
seen
grab
that
down
shit,
the
dude.
field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the Trojans are threatening on
Watch the
1st and
option
goal.
now, boys.
Looking to throw. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Oh, you could win.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Slams ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2
Did you
points
run a
right
regular
there. They
kickoff?
didn't get
Crazy.
it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is
All
why
right,
you
let's
put
score,
your
y'all
hands team
boys.
on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are
You wanna
great
bet
catchers
money?
of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Fires to the wideout.
It was
On
not for
target
him.
over the middle. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Fires left. Pulls it in. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
I'm rolling for it, bro. I'm telling you. Like I'm that guy. Like
Plenty of fireworks in this one.
yeah,
A
man.
lot of points. They always talk about having to chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense is just.
Come on now, dude. Come on now.
So
Stop
good.
it.
So many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put
I'm
on a show
lost,
today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough
Maybe one day.
task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse
So
Palmer,
what's
Dave
69
Palmer,
points?
I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another
I guess we
presentation
both got to
of
get in the lab, huh?
college football.
Okay. A running back ran down your fucking throat. Ran down your fucking esophagus. What are you talking about? Let me go look at my league right quick that I run. My fucking league. Number 1, Florida State, 8-0. What's Tennessee's rank? Number 4. Damn, I'm one of your 2 losses. I'm one of your 2 losses, man. Let's you know that. L is a fucking L. A L is a L. A L is a L. Whatever you say, man. Alright. I'll text you in the morning. Yeah, I got to get to do my whatchamacallit. So whatever I can do with that. Oh, okay, okay, all right. Caleb, what you doing, man? You playing? What you playing? Five? It's okay. I think I'll just get off. You have a good night, man.